Welcome back to the News Hub here at WSJ Live. I'm Simon Constable. UN weapons inspectors confirm that rockets filled with sarin gas were responsible for killing a large number of civilians in an incident that brought the US to the brink of war with Syria. Wall Street Journal World News editor Peter Saidel joins me now on the set. Peter, this confirms what President Obama and other people in the US government were saying. What else do we know?
It confirms that an attack took place, but the UN was not tasked to say who did it. So the UN isn't explicitly saying that
They're not saying
the
it was
Assad regime.
They're not saying it wasn't Assad, but they have said that these were 333 millimeter rockets, that's the diameter, and that they had Cyrillic markings on them, suggesting they came from Russia.
Right. So at this point, the interpretation is split along party lines. The US, the UK, and France say it's clear from this report that this was a government attack, surface-to-surface missiles, the fact that sarin was used. The US says the opposition doesn't have sarin. There's no reason they would go into government territory to fire on civilians. Meanwhile, the Russians say it's not. This doesn't mean that it wasn't the opposition. It could have been the rebels firing on civilians, or so the Russian line goes.
Interestingly, and to that point about we know that it's sarin because the UN says it is sarin.
Right.
It was these rockets, but
Right.
they also say that what they found on the site had been handled. It wasn't like they arrived there and it was like a pristine crime scene that had been taped off and everything, and they were looking and going in with magnifying glasses and stuff. It had been
Right. In
messed
fact,
with.
they said they saw people moving things around when they got there. They got there 5 days after the August 21st attack,
Yeah.
or 5, 6, 7, and that, at the end of that week. And they had actually been in Damascus at the time of the attack on the 21st, but they couldn't get access for days, which allowed for manipulation of evidence. But still, they found.
So this is one more thing that is sort of going about. Yes, it was sarin, which some people that I talked to I doubted.
Right.
So that seems to be confirmed, but very skeptical people. The question of who fired it, will that be resolved, or this can't resolve that, right?
Well, as far as the U.S. is concerned, it's been resolved. I don't know if the UN is going to take any steps to resolve it. What it does mean, though, is that for France, for example, which has been waiting for this report as confirmation that it was the government, it does mean that they can go ahead and say, okay, this supports our case for military action if it's necessary.
Okay. Thank you very much. Peter Saidel of
You're
the
welcome.
World News Desk here at the Wall Street Journal. And for more on that, go read Joe Laurier's report on WSJ.com.